3. You're on.
Welcome from sunny Idaho and much sunnier Roseville.
Actually, it rained for the first time this last weekend. It had rained for the first time this last weekend forever.
Yeah, I thought that. That's good.
It was nice, absolutely.
Okay, well, Matt, let's dive into this thing. I know you've got some announcements we want to cover, so we'll get to those later. But
Yes,
I'm
sir.
calling Week 8 the week of the Barnstormer, the Battle Royale, the close matchups. There's only one
Yes.
blowout, really.
Yes, absolutely. Talk to me. Who are we doing first?
15 points of each other. I can't believe actually 10, yeah. All right, first up, we've got the Braille Bombers, who I put up a valiant effort but just couldn't topple. The Braille Bombers, 148 to 144. So close, but so far. I thought I had a chance, but then when I realized that for Andre Johnson to get points, that meant that Andrew Luck gets points.
Yep.
It was going to be tough. Unless there's a halfback pass somewhere where they throw it to Andre, I was hosed.
Well, actually, that's actually not a bad position to be in because you're right. Every time he gets one, Luck benefits. But in your case, you get a reception. But it's not all going to go to Andre Johnson. So that's the problem is he's going to throw it to other people, and then you get hosed on that. So let's talk about the tail of the tape. For anybody that watched that Monday night game, that was some exciting game because I am sure, along with the rest of America, thought Indianapolis is done. They only had 6 points going into the late of the third quarter. I'm thinking this game's over. It's all she wrote, and boom, Andrew Luck brings him back from the dead, much to Mama's delight. And it's a good thing you were watching because it was like a slow climb to your death. Andrew Luck finishes with 18.7. Who else was good? Floyd for San Diego, big day for 27.2. Ben Watson, 31.7. Everybody saw that one coming. Not a chance. You had a nice day. You had a nice day from that cheater Dion Lewis. Well, he's not a cheater. He plays on a cheating team for New England. Floyd did awesome for you. How funny. Floyd versus Floyd, 27 to 24. Interesting. I like that. And even on the same line. Peterson did all right with 14. Johnson did it with 18. That's awesome. But unfortunately, Bell got injured for you, and that's where you fell short, I think. In a normal day, he would have at least helped you, if not won the game for you. So sorry about that. The good thing is you got Williams going forward, but a tough loss against an even tougher competitor.
Matthew, what's the story on Bell? Do you know?
They believe out for the season, I think. They're
Oh my God.
Well. Now I don't want to say that they're examining it, but when they're talking, is it going to be surgery or not? It's at least a couple of weeks, and it's definitely going to go right through into the playoff run. So if he comes back for you, and that's a big if, it might be in playoffs. So you better hope you even make it to playoffs.
Yeah. All
right.
right. Speaking of teams hoping to make the playoffs, they certainly made a move towards that. The Van Houten Vandals beat the Wild Poopers in another close game, 147 to 140.
Yeah, I would almost call this what Kathy called the win for Carolina. She was watching. It's funny because she normally doesn't get too invested in the games, but she was rooting for Indianapolis for whatever reason. And at the end of it, she's like, that's a shameful win, Carolina. Shameful win. Don't even be proud of that. I was like, what are you talking about? That's my win against the Poopers. I put A.J. Green on the bench because I'm a stupid homer. 30 points sitting there laughing at me, and I still somehow managed to eke it out thanks to Cam Newton and Greg Olson. Because I don't want to put him up against my own team and root for him. It's a lose-lose for me, right? It's like if you played USC and you put Reggie Bush playing against him, right?
That would not happen.
Okay, so that's why I didn't. But it turned out to mock me, and I still ended up getting it done, but it was by the skin of my teeth. Thank goodness Cam Newton did well with his 22. Greg Olson with 19. Tavon Austin, I knew he could do it. 28 points, Tavon. Nice job. Antonio Brown finally showed up again with 16. The rest were middling scores. On the Wild Pooper side, great day from Matt Ryan. Great day from Demaryius Thomas. Gronk with 25 doing awesome. Steve Smith Sr. out for the year. That hurt her because he stopped his run at 13. I'm sure he would have got 20, which might have been the difference, which would have been the difference for me for sure. So, good game, Kat. Sorry I had to beat you, but Daddy's got to make the playoffs somehow. Sorry I had to step over you to get there. Next up,
we've got the poor Malibu Stacies, who are quite at the moment fall to Chalupa Batman. Another close one, within 10 points, 104 to 94. She's certainly feeling solemn about her team at this point.
let's call it a moment of quiet reflection for the Malibu Stacies this year.
Yeah.
It's been a rough year, and Eddie Lacy did her no favors with a stupid 11.7. I'd be pissed at him, too. Phillip Rivers did awesome at 34. Gotta love that. Larry Fitzgerald, who says age is nothing but a number, 21.4. Chalupa Batman, he gets help from who? Houston. Okay, I say that again. Houston's defense. Really? 24 points. Highest score on his team. Are you kidding me? Jeez Louise. Nate Washington was 17, although he got hurt at the end. I don't know if he's out, but he certainly got hurt. Jonathan Stewart did well in that rainy game in Carolina for 13. So congrats to Chalupa Batman. Sorry, Stacy's, but like I tell my mama all the time, go cry to those 2 trophies. Who's next?
Yeah. Next, we have the one game that wasn't all that close. But it wasn't Crystal's fault. She fell victim to the Goliath that is Jacqueline Hyde. Smashers roll up 2 bills against 103 by the Jerk Store. Amazing performance.
Absolutely. Due in large part to 2 big scores. Oh my God, I didn't realize it was this high. Drew Brees, 63.3.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. 505 passing yards. That's insane. That's like
7 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's like a college thing. Alshon Jeffrey, nice to see you again, 29.6. And Michael Crabtree, 25.2. Crabtree for Oakland. Oakland get it done this year. I'm impressed with them. Jerk Store, they tried with Hillman with 18, Murray with 14, and Graham with 14, but that is not going to get it done against somebody like the man that the man who would be king, the Rockland Smashers, who is still ducking the interview. I think he's got some skeletons in his closet he doesn't want to talk about, but we won't talk about those, at least not in a court of law. Who's next?
Maybe we'll get some info out of that pending interview. You never know.
Hope.
All right. Next up, we have what was called a guaranteed win.
Ooh.
And somebody was lying to me. The punishment due. Take down the Ralph Wiggum Experience in yet another close game. Separated by just 14 points. 168 to 154. This could have really bunched you guys up again at the top of the list. But punishment due pulls out a little further in front, matching Jacqueline Hyde's record of 7-1.
Yes, this was a game that was a win-win for the league because at least one of these Nimrods would lose. I wished it would have been Todd because, God, that he's got to have such a big head right now. He probably can't even make it through the door every morning. Even though Andy Dalton only got him a paltry 11.6. That's what you get for starting red in my house, son. Not a chance. Lamar Miller with 14, Ingram with 15, who he traded away. Hopkins with 23, Barnward with 18, Diggs. Good pickup there for 21. The experience, big day for Gurley with 27, Julio Jones 34, Kelsey with 16, but not enough to get it all done in the end. He falls victim, but it was a close game. I mean, it certainly wasn't a blowout. Of course, on his bench mocking him, Brandon Cooks with 26.5. How do you ever sit that guy? I don't understand that. McFadden with 17. They're all laughing at you. They're just laughing at you. And I laugh. The punishment due leaves on the bench 22 from West, from Kansas City, and 54 from Manning. 54! Good God, man. This place is crazy. There's what I call too much talent on that punishment due team.
Yeah, no kidding.
Who's next?
All right, then finally, the Mouseketeers are keeping themselves definitely in the playoff picture, improving to 4-4, beating Team Baltimore, my second favorite name this year, 165 to 154.
Yeah, that name may not live. I ended up getting some inside intel from the other brother who said that ever since he changed his name, he's been losing, so he may be changing that back because he's pissed that ever since he changed it, he's been losing. He's like, that's a bad luck name. Yeah, Tom Brady, that cheater, got it done with 40 points for Terry. Edelman with 28. Miller with 22. Brown from Carolina with 14. Very good there. On the other side, Voldemort, 21 from Marshall, 23 from Shane Vereen, 25 from Sneed. Sneed is getting it done sneakily in New Orleans.